Hey, what's going on, guys? It's No Shoes, and welcome back to another Technique Tuesday. Today, we're going to be reacting to The Cause of Death. This is suggested by Zeltron. So thank you, Zeltron, for the suggestion. Keep them coming in the comments down below. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, especially if you want to see more Immortal Technique every single Tuesday. But without any further ado, let's see what he's got to say, and let's see what The Cause of Death is all about. Let's get it.
Immortal technique. Revolutionary Volume 2. Yeah. Broadcasting live from Harlem, New York. Let the truth be known. You better watch what the fuck.
Okay, nice feel coming in. I'm starting to notice over time, Immortal, he really loves the guitar type tracks. He makes really unique use of stringed instruments on his tracks. I don't know who's producing them for him, but regardless, great feel to that. The drums almost give like a bongo type of feel, or like playing cajones or something like that. Um Great start. Let's see where it'll take us. Bring it back just a little.
You better watch what the fuck flies out of your mouth, or I'ma hijack a plane and fly it into your house. Burn your apartment with your family tied to the couch and slit your throat so when you scream, only blood comes out. I doubt that there could ever be a more wicked MC, cause AIDS-infested child molesters are even sicker than me.
So right at the beginning here, we get some great layering on his on the rhymes. When I'm recording, I call it like layering for the punches at the end of each bar. You can hear it just a little bit. It almost adds like a slight like bubbly, gurgly type of sound to the voice. But let's hear it again.
Your family tied to the couch and slit your throat so when you scream, only blood comes out. I doubt that there could ever be a more wicked MC, cause AIDS-infested child molesters are even sicker than me. I see the world for what it is, beyond the white and the black. The way the government downplays historical facts, cause the United States...
That's interesting. I see the world for what it is, beyond the white and the black. That could be referencing so many things, you know, just the race of it all. White people, black people, or talking more about like he sees the shades of gray rather than, you know, the people who look at the world and see things as like, well, this is right and this is wrong. And using those absolutes often leads to a failure in understanding. But great feel. Let's hear it.
Government downplays historical facts, cause the United States sponsored the rise of the Third Reich, just like the CIA trained terrorists how to fight, build bombs and sneak box cutters onto a flight. When I was a child, the devil himself bought me a mic, but I refused to offer.
The devil himself brought me the mic. That's great. That story's about to continue. But again, he's raising real questions, real issues, you know, about the United States involvement in things like the Third Reich and what the CIA's done with different things like smuggling cocaine and, you know, training terrorists. Again, I'm not the guy. I'm not the guy who knows all this. I haven't done the research. I'm here to just check out the music, but they're great points and they're important things that we should be able to talk about. And what's spooky is when people don't want to talk about it, because that obviously means there's something deeper there.
Sneak box cutters onto a flight. When I was a child, the devil himself bought me a mic, but I refused to offer, cause God sent me to strike with skills unused like fallopian tubes in a dike. My words will expose George Bush.
I'm not gonna repeat that. But yeah, if you're not getting pregnant, I guess they're going unused. That is crazy.
refuse to offer, cause God sent me to strike with skills unused like fallopian tubes in a dike. My words will expose George Bush and Bin Laden as two separate parts of the same seven-headed dragon. And you can't fathom the truth, so you don't hear me. You think Illuminati's just a fucking conspiracy theory? That's why conservative racists are all running shit, and your phone is tapped by the federal government. So I'm jamming frequencies in your brain.
Facts, man. Facts, man. The two sides of the same seven-headed serpent. Great bar, great imagery conjured there, but then also really just aligns with how I feel about everything, looking at the world and, these political parties and everything. It seems, especially between Democrats and Republicans, it's like, which poison do I want to drink? Do I prefer arsenic or cyanide, dog? Like, how do I want to die? Is like the question I feel like we're asking when we choose between them. But beautiful, beautiful delivery.
Federal government, so I'm jamming frequencies in your brain when you speak to me. Technique, a rip a rapper to pieces indecently. Pack weapons illegally, cause I'm never hesitant. Sniper scoping a commission, controlling the president. Father, forgive them, for they don't know right from wrong. The truth is set you free, written down in a song. And the song has the cause of death written in code. The word of God brought to light that'll save your soul. Save your soul, motherfucker.
Awesome.
Save your soul. Yeah. I hacked the Pentagon for self.
Works great. Nice how there's like a little section right between the hook and the in the verse, where it's just a little bit of a break. We get that record scratch underneath everything. Immortal comes in, big layering on his voice, full round tones, great sound to it. Love the feel of it. Let's bring it back just a little bit. And then that section afterwards where he hits like the yeah. It feels pretty thin, especially coming after the hook, and even feels thin relative to his vocal on the verse. It works in the track, but I think if just boost those levels a little bit or add a little bit more thickness, like some type of chorus effect, might really just give that a little bit of extra power, and it'd feel like less of a drop down to him. But I'm sure that's what he wanted.
And the song has the cause of death written in code. The word of God brought to light that'll save your soul. Save your soul, motherfucker. Save your soul. Yeah. I hacked the Pentagon for self-incriminating evidence of Republican-manufactured white powder pestilence. Marine Corps flak vest with the guns and ammo. Spitting bars like a demon stuck inside a piano. Turn a Sambo into a soldier with just...
Spitting bars like a demon stuck inside a piano. Yeah, man. Just like I said before, the image is that he brings up to mind, like, first of all, the very real images of these acts that the government has committed in the past and continues to commit. And then also the more what's the word, the more figurative, more fictitious even, but just beautiful way to bring the audience in and help them to see what you're describing. I'm not sure I completely understand, but I still enjoy it.
For self-incriminating evidence of Republican-manufactured white powder pestilence. Marine Corps flak vest with the guns and ammo. Spitting bars like a demon stuck inside a piano. Turn a Sambo into a soldier with just one line. So here's the truth about the system that'll fuck up your mind. They gave Al-Qaeda $6 billion in 1989 to 1992. And now the last chapters of Revelations are coming true. And I know a lot of people find it hard to swallow this, cause subliminal bigotry makes you...
So I think last chapters of Revelations, I was raised Catholic, did not stay close to it at all, especially over the years. Have gotten very far from it. But I believe Revelations is where they discuss the end of the world. So I think he's telling us the world is ending in front of our eyes.
birth in 1989 to 1992, and now the last chapters of Revelations are coming true. And I know a lot of people find it hard to swallow this, cause subliminal bigotry makes you hate my politics, but you act like America wouldn't destroy 2 buildings in a country that was sponsoring bombs dropped on our children. I was watching.
Okay, destroy 2 buildings. What 2 towers could he be talking about? You know? It's all just suspicious is what I'll say.
But you act like America wouldn't destroy 2 buildings in a country that was sponsoring bombs dropped on our children. I was watching the towers, and though I wasn't the closest, I saw them crumble to the earth like they were full of explosives. And they thought nobody noticed the news report that they did about the bombs planted on the George Washington Bridge. 4 non-Arabs arrested during the emergency, and then it disappeared from the news permanently. They dubbed the tape of Osama, and they said it was proof. Jealous of our freedom, I can't believe you bought that.
Interesting. So he's saying they dubbed a tape. They modified the audio of a tape. Wow, he's really getting into this, man. And maybe really thinking about what is this track about at a larger scale, right? All of these different things he's going through, because there's a lot of different little bits and pieces he's littered throughout here, talking about the CIA and the politicians and the Illuminati and 9/11 and so on and so on and so on. I can't remember every single thing he said, but is this track about the cause of death of America? Or what else? That's kind of how I'm taking it right now.
Washington Bridge, 4 non-Arabs arrested during the emergency, and then it disappeared from the news permanently. They dubbed the tape of Osama, and they said it was proof. Jealous of our freedom, I can't believe you bought that excuse. Rocking a motherfucking flag don't make you a hero. Word to ground zero, the devil crept into heaven. God overslept on the 7th. The new world order was born on September 11th.
Oh, just crazy, man. Just crazy. You know, look, I get it. It's a sensitive issue. A lot of people passed away on that day, and rest in peace to every innocent civilian that lost their lives on 9/11. But you know, I used to work with a guy who we would have these conversations. I'm not here to say I think Bush did 9/11. I'm not here to say I think he did it. I'm here to say I think it's possible that it's true. And I think it's possible it could have happened. And as Immortal has enlightened us to everything else horrible that has been perpetuated onto our people uh as an entire group, and then the smaller groups within us. It's it's wild to me that there are certain people out there who are like, no, no, that could never happen. The government is all made of nice people who want to help us. It's like, you are blind, sir. And if you want to be blind, that's your decision. But I'd prefer to be able to see. And at least that way I can see this bullshit coming.
September 11th. Father, forgive them, for they don't know right from wrong. The truth is set you free, written down in a song. And the song has the cause of death written in code. The word of God brought to light that'll save your soul. Save your soul, motherfucker. Save your soul. And just so conservatives don't take it to heart, I don't think Bush did it, cause he isn't that smart. He's just a stupid puppet taking orders on a cell phone from the same people that sabotaged Senator Wellstone, the military.
Okay, hold up. Fantastic change, first of all, dropping out all those upper layers of the instrumental, even the drums coming out, just having that like electric, seems like a bass, but let's bring it back just a little bit. But great choice to change up the instrumental that way. Definitely brings almost a more like personal and intimate feel to the bars that Immortal starts spitting. Beautiful change.
So conservatives don't take it to heart, I don't think Bush did.
And I'd say more guitar. I feel like that's too high to be a bass.
Cause he isn't that smart. He's just a stupid puppet taking orders on his cell phone from the same people that sabotaged Senator Wellstone. The military industry got it popping and locking, looking for a way to justify the Wolfowitz doctrine. And as a matter of fact, Rumsfeld, now that I think back, without 9/11, you couldn't have a war in Iraq or a defense budget of world conquest proportions. Kill freedom of speech and revoke the right to abortion. Tax cut extortion, a blessing to the wealthy and wicked. But you still have to answer to the Armageddon you scripted. And Dick Cheney, you fuck.
That's facts, man. It is interesting. Without 9/11, we certainly would not, the government at least, certainly, I shouldn't say we, I don't want to be associated with them. They certainly wouldn't have been able to justify everything that happened, the Patriot Act and I guess increased military spending. And Immortal Technique is much more of an expert on this than I am, but he's making good points.
Answer to the Armageddon you scripted. And Dick Cheney, you fucking leech, tell him your plans about building your pipelines through Afghanistan and how Israeli troops train the Taliban in Pakistan. You might have some house niggas fooled, but I understand colonialism is sponsored by corporations. That's why Halliburton gets paid to rebuild nations. Tell me the truth, I don't scare into paralysis. I know the CIA saw Bin Laden on dialysis in '98 when he was top 10 for the F.
That's a great rhyme, paralysis to dialysis. And that's wild. I've never heard anything about Bin Laden being on dialysis, but I guess we all got problems with our kidneys everywhere in the world. Why not?
I don't scare into paralysis. I know the CIA saw Bin Laden on dialysis in '98 when he was top 10 for the FBI. Government ties is really why the government lies. Read it yourself instead of asking the government why. Cause then the cause of death, the cause the propaganda to die.
And that might be the greatest point Immortal Technique has ever made, is read it for yourself. Now, information, statistics, it can all be skewed, it can all be twisted, and it can all be rewritten to make one story seem like another. But if you're not reading it for yourself, you're just accepting what other people are telling you and their interpretations of it, you don't really know what's going on. And there is so much information, so much news out there that never gets talked about. And then they feed us all this stuff about school shooters and, everything that's going on. And I'm not saying that those are made up stories. They're obviously not. They're real stories. But we live in a world so interconnected with information, so bombarded by everything that's happening every day, just around the whole entire world, that our little puny cave people brains have become anxious and all of this, that, and the other. Just, it doesn't work, man. We need to fix the formula because the place we've come to is not the place we need to be.
Cause the propaganda to die. Father, forgive them.
Okay. Pretty long fade out. Maybe there's something else coming. It was a very long track stacked with bars.
He's scheduled for 60 minutes next. He's going on French, British, Italian, Japanese television. People everywhere are starting to listen to him. It's embarrassing.
That's cool. I like that. Oh man, I would love to see Immortal Technique on 60 Minutes. I hope that'll happen one of these days, man. But regardless, that was The Cause of Death from Immortal Technique. Thank you again to Zeltron for the suggestion. The track is absolutely insane. And just bless Immortal for having the balls to actually get out here and talk about how he feels and what he sees in the world. But regardless, Keep the suggestions coming in the comments down below. Don't forget to hit like, hit subscribe, and hit that bell. Much love to everybody in the No Shoes gang, and I will see you all next time.